Hey besties, thank you guys for tuning in to another video produced, created, and edited by your girl, me, period poo. Now, before we even get into the video, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe for me, okay? And let's get into the video. Okay, you guys, so I'm actually going to start off with my LA Pro Girl Concealer in the shade Espresso to clean up my brows. And just so y'all know, if y'all don't already know from my previous videos, that my brows are literally my babies, you know? So they have to be on fleekity fleek, okay?
We in this bitch, finna get crunk. Eyebrows on fleek, the fuck?
And remember, love bugs, if you guys want a dedicated video on how I do my brows, what I actually use, and why I do this particular shape, then feel free to like this video and or leave a comment in the comment section below. All right, you guys, now that my eyebrows are cleaned up, I'm going to take my beauty blender to just pretty much smooth out all the harsh lines from the concealer. That way it just makes for an easier transition with, you know, my primer on my lips for my eyeshadow look, as well as, you know, for the actual foundation later on in this makeup look. Okay, you guys, so now that I'm doing my brows, I'm going to get straight into the makeup look. But before we get into it, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. And this is going to be it. I found this on Instagram a long time ago and fell in love with it purely because I love purple. I love doing like the little halo look and stuff. And I thought it would just be perfect for my YouTube channel. So stick around so you can see how I perfect it. So, to prepare my base for my eyeshadow, I'm going to use my JUVIAS Place Concealer in the shade 13. And I'm just going to dab that on my eyelids and use my index finger to gently pretty much spread that out all over my entire lid. To start off my makeup, I'm going to take my Back to Brazil palette. And in this palette, they have a lot of pretty colors. And I'm going to take my crayon case, a medium blending brush, and I'm going to use the bottom purple color to start off. To achieve the halo look that I want, I'm going to use my blending brush to pack on as much color as I can on the outer parts, the inner and outer corners of my eyelid. And as we go on throughout the rest of the video, you'll see where I start to incorporate more colors and actually close off the halo. To add more dimension to my look, I'm going to take my small blending brush from the crayon case, and I'm going to use that same exact palette, but I'm going to use the deeper shade on the top of the purple we started off with before, and I'm going to take that deeper purple and place that directly inside of the purple we already laid down. Now, I'm not trying to change the color or mess anything up. All I'm trying to do is just deepen the purple that's already laid down and just show different dimensions of purple in general. The next color I'm going to take is Therapy Shish from the JACLYN Hill palette. And I'm using the same medium fluffy brush I did before, and I'm just going to blend that out above the darker color that I put down in the inner crease to add dimension. I'm just trying to use this color pretty much to blend out any harsh lines and to have everything kind of blend a little bit more seamlessly and not look so, you know, cut and dry. And of course, when you're dealing with a bunch of different colors, you really want to make sure that you're going back in with the previous colors just so you can deepen those up even more and they don't get lost in the transition. For the next shade, I'm going to take Tipsy Girl from the JACLYN Hill palette, and I'm going to be packing that on with my firm blending fluff brush from MORPHE. Now, I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place it right on top of the previous purple color Therapy Sheesh that we got from the JACLYN Hill palette. And like I said before, this is just kind of like blending in all the colors so everything can kind of mesh and mingle perfectly and become friends and stuff. So yeah, you just want everything to be blended out as much as you can. To deepen this look even more, I'm going to take my Morphe small crease brush and I'm going to dip that into Temptress, which is just a normal black shade in the JACLYN Hill palette. But you can take any black shade you want to, and I'm placing that on the outer part of this look and of course on the inner part of my eye. So I'm going to take my big fluffy blending brush and take that Therapy Sheesh color, and I'm just going to merge them together. I'm going to finally merge that bridge to finally make that halo look. To cut my crease for this halo look, I'm going to take my Morphe 124 brush and I'm going to use that same concealer I did before to prime my eyelids, and I'm going to tap that on my the tip of my eye, look up at the ceiling, and wherever I see like a line or a dot hit, I'm going to use that as my outline to just create my little halo effect. So for a halo, you don't want to go all the way from corner to corner. You pretty much just want to leave like cutting your crease in the center of your eyelid and then blending it out where the colors are from the inner and outer corner. So if you make a mistake or if you bring the halo out just a bit too far, then feel free to go back in with your brushes that you used previously to even lay down your colors and clean it up. The best brush, in my opinion, to use is your small little crease brush and stuff. That way it doesn't get too muddy or mucky and looks completely crazy or anything. Now for the actual lid color, I'm going to take I'm In It from the JACLYN Hill palette, and I'm going to use the same brush that I previously used to cut my crease. And because my lid wasn't sparkly enough as is, I'm gonna go ahead and take my glitter from NYX, and I'm gonna use that same brush that I used before for the previous color. I'm gonna spray it with my finishing spray and pack that onto my lid just to bring it out even more, because it wasn't giving. Now to finish up the eye look, I'm gonna go ahead and take this lilac eyeliner from NYX and just do what you would normally do for eyeliner. I'm going to make a winged look and just flick it out, girl. Just flick it out. Now this look called for a pink liner, but I ain't had that, sis. So I'm gonna take my Back to Brazil palette, get that light pink color with an angled brush, and I'm just going to pack that on as much as I can without completely trying to wipe off the purple liner I just added. And sis, this brush wasn't even working, so I had to switch it up and use my Morphe flat liner brush, and this literally works so much better than the freaking eyeliner. First of all, it was scratching my eyelid and it was hurting me, and it wasn't even laying down any color. The vibrancy that you see now on this eyeliner is purely because of this flat liner brush from Morphe. So yeah, use that instead if y'all end up doing this look, or get a pink liner, you know, cut out the middleman. Now to prep my lashes for my falsies, I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara in the shade Black, and sis, If I don't put you on to anything else in this video, it needs to be this mascara. It's $8. You get it from the drugstore. It separates all your lashes and it elongates them so much. I'm telling you, this is like the mascara you want to use, period. For falsies, I'm gonna take a pair from my store, Remembrance Collection, in the style Black Statuesque. Now, if you think these are cute, you like them, you want to give them a try, sis, go ahead and click the link in my description box below. And while you're at it, before you even check out, before you even put your credit card information in, make sure you use the coupon code BFF for 20% off your order. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match in the color Deep Cool C9. And to blend it out, I'm going to use my Morphe brush. It is a dense foundation brush. And I really like this because it really makes applying my foundation really, really smooth. And I would honestly say even as smooth as you applying it with a beauty blender. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to go ahead and use the same exact concealer I used to cut my crease. And I'm going to put that on all the portions of my face that I want to highlight or brighten up. And to blend it out, I'm going to use my damp beauty blender. To set my face, I'm going to use my Black Radiance Loose Setting Powder in the shade Honeymoon. And literally every part of my face that I added that concealer to add dimension and brighten up my skin, I'm going to place the loose setting powder there in order to minimize any cracks. To contour, I'm going to take this dome brush from, I'm pretty sure it was from Morphe. And I'm going to take my Black Radiance Pressed Powder in Black Coffee and mind your business. Don't come for me in my little ghetto bag and stuff. It still do what it's going to do. And yeah, I don't feel like buying another one. So I'm just going to have to make do with this until it runs out. And to make sure my contour isn't all mucky, muddy, and just not hitting, you want to get your beauty blender with your setting powder and just make sure you cut that contour, sis, okay? That way it looks real sharp and like you just didn't make no mistakes, period. To apply my blush, I'm going to use my Morphe Large Foundation Brush, the M406, and I'm going to use my NYX blush in the color Crimson. Now, I know what you guys are saying. That's not a blush brush. Why is she using that? Listen, mind your business. Don't judge me, judge yourself. It's makeup. You can literally use whatever you want to achieve the look that you want. Okay, sis? Now, to make sure my highlight is on a beam mode, I'm going to use my Morphe M536 brush, and I'm going to take my Champagne Pop from BECCA Cosmetics, you already know, and I'm going to spritz that with my finishing spray just to get it a little moist so it can, just look at that, so it can look like that. Because if you moisten your brush before putting on your highlighter, it makes it come on 1,000 times better. If you don't already know, now you know. Circling back to the eye makeup, I'm going to use that same small crease brush that I use on my actual lid on the bottom lash line. And I'm going to take every color that I use on my lid and put that on my lash line just to make everything, you know, look the same and to kind of just make it a little bit more smoky. Now, to completely finish my makeup look, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this NYX lip pencil in dark brown. And then I'm going to top that off with some lip gloss from ColourPop. Now that my makeup is complete, go ahead and enjoy the outro.
Baby, grind on me. Relax your mind, take your time on me. Let me get deeper, shorty, ride on me. Now come and take me.
Big thanks to everyone who stuck around to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Before you leave, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right, and see you next time. Bye.